Last question, Mr. Albert, rapporteur for the General Data Protection Regulation. You have the floor, Mr. Albert.
Thank you very much, Mr. President, and thank you, Mr. Zuckerberg, for being with us here tonight. And I'll keep it as short as possible to also allow for all the questions to be answered, because I really think there have been many very important questions to be answered. So, three precise questions. First, I welcome a lot that Facebook is applying the principles of the GDPR in future globally in its global business. I think that is a very important step ahead. I hope that it is complying with the GDPR globally, because I could pose the question if you as a US consumer should not get equal treatment to EU users. I think many US colleagues or users will pose the same question soon. The first real question, will you, with Friday, the GDPR kicking in, assure that no Facebook user or future Facebook user has to give consent for the processing of personal data more than what is necessary to use the service? Because today we have very often the problem that there is a take it or leave it situation, and with the GDPR that is not really what we want to see anymore. You need to give consent for everything what is not necessary to use the service. Second, in the US Senate, you responded to this question. We collect some data for security purposes. So to one of the questions, we collect some data for security purposes and we keep it. Can you promise that this data which you keep for security purposes is not used for other services, for other purposes like targeted advertisement? And last but not least, repeatedly European courts have demanded the separation of users' data between Facebook and WhatsApp after your company has acquired WhatsApp. Will you promise to me and also the European WhatsApp and Facebook users that from Friday onwards there won't be any exchange or cross-use of users' personal data between the two services? Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I think it's important for us to be at the center of the political debate. For another time, the European Parliament is the heart of democracy in Europe. I think for this political debate is very, very important, not only for the European Parliament, but also for the European citizens. For this, I want to thank you for the question, and now the floor is yours, Mr. Zuckerberg.